So I'm going to talk about nutrition, and a lot of it's designed based on how long I'm going to be out there. So right now I'm about to do the Huracan Light, which is 320 miles, and I'm going to try to do it in under 30 hours. That's the goal. And so everything is designed. If I was going to be out there, many days, I think I'd probably do something a little bit different. But I try to pack as much food on my bike. Plus, I've got a very special plan to stop at a wonderful fast food location along the way called Taco Bell. So, but in the meantime, before I get there, that's a treat in the middle of the race. We've got these like honey stinger gummies. I like those a lot, and I've got a couple gels, but I'm not going really heavy on the gels. And right now I'm like opting away from caffeine during the day. I want to, if I need caffeine, I'm going to do that at night. That's the goal. And I've got some of these trace mineral electrolyte packets. I like the taste. That's about it. It's got some salt in it. That's as much as I know, and everything else I've not liked particularly well. But this is like the raspberry lemonade. I think it's delicious, and I'm going for that. One thing I like gummies out there just because they're super easy to eat, and that is pretty much it. You kind of have to deal with creating saliva and all this other mess. It's like what's actually easy to eat, and a lot of people on short distance, right? It's not really that short. They might even opt for purely liquid. People do this, but I don't want to really do that. I'm going to go for some stuff that's easy to eat in the short run. So gummies is one of them. Same thing with the gels. I only have a couple gels. I don't want to eat gels all day. I think that sounds awful. But again, this is just easy to eat, and it's like a quick boost, quick sugar rush, if you will. But you can't really sustain yourself all day on this. You'll be bugging out at some point, and it would just feel pretty awful. Seriously, I don't find any benefit from one electrolyte powder from the next. I'm purely choosing this because this is what I usually use, and I think it tastes really good. Trace mineral, just buy it in a big bag and get a bunch of them, but right now I've only got 4 or 5 of these, and I don't plan on using any more than that. And then this is totally new. I've got a buddy who is like a health guru on Instagram, and I've never even had these, but I'm going to give this a shot. The Ketone IQ, and I've heard really good things about endurance, so I'm planning to do probably one. I've got 2 of them. I'm probably going to do one later, maybe in the afternoon on Saturday, tomorrow, and then one at night, and I'm going to see what this does for me. Heard it tastes horrible. I've actually heard this tastes like chewable Tylenol, but I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna give it a shot. And then I've got the Bobo's stuffed Bobo bars, and this is just, it's because of the calories. You just got to go with this. 320 calories. Kind of hard to eat, to be completely honest, but you got to go for it. You got to go for getting some of that peanut butter in there, chock full of calories, and it's delicious. Part of the struggle with doing long distance bike packing or ultracycling is that it's not so much a competition of how well you can bike and turn your legs, but it's how well you can eat, and that's just the challenge. So it's how long you cycle, but also, man, how much you can actually stuff your face while you're cycling. So I want easy things to eat, and I want it to be super, super accessible, so I'm not rummaging around in bags and all this mess. So if you don't eat enough, you will find yourself being in a just perpetual fog. You are already going to get there anyways when you do some ultracycling, but if you do not eat, it's going to be absolutely miserable, because the only way I can describe it is just a impenetrable mental fog. you can't really escape from it. So you have to do your best to just eat as much as you can, to prolong yourself not being in that state. I guess it's a battle that frankly I have not done well at. So I'm like trying my best to get positioned to do that better and just learn my lessons, and we'll see if it pays off.